you hear me okay? Let me turn this off. That's my air conditioner. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Keith. Hello, Bad Boy. Hello, Warrior. Kristen, my bestie. And I believe there was someone, Peeps was his name. Sup, Peeps? Welcome, welcome. Keith, hello, 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 Prime. Who else is here? Shafts, I think Super Shafts was here. Hello, hello. Yes, I did cut my hair. Now, I didn't go get my hair cut. I cut my hair. Thank you guys all so very much. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys, are you serious? This is amazing. Thank you so much. Prime. What a great welcome back. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Oh, and my alerts are up. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh, it's been rough. Thank you guys so very much. You guys are amazing. Hey Patty, welcome in, Patty. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you guys don't mind that we're going. Yes, I've never played Stanley Parable before, so the answer is no to that. I wonder if it's going to do everything. So, forever and always here for you, bestie. You guys are the best. I missed you guys too so much. I really have. I've missed you guys so much. Look at all of the memberships. Let's see. Hey Matt, welcome in. As soon as I get things sorted with the game, I promise I'll give you guys a little bit of an update about what's been going on. Your OBS has improved, Amelia. Very nice. Thank you. I've been working on it. I took some of your tips. I'm not very technical. Everything I learned is from whatever, but this is me just trying some stuff out. It's tripling, and I don't know why. Yes, Clone, you have. It's been 3 weeks, almost a month, since I've seen you guys, because everything just hit the fan and it just went bad. Okay, so hold on. Adjust. Okay, please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. I think it's already there. I like what we got going on here. I think this is fine. I like that. That's fine. I think we can fix it later though. Enter the current time. Oh wow, this thing is it's 5:18. Note, accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. You got it. How many of you know this game? I got something on my teeth. So, I still don't know what that is. So, can everyone hear me okay? I'm going to go ahead and kind of give you guys a little bit of a rundown of what's been going on for those that don't know. The toilet game. He knows the toilet game. Kristen loves the toilet game as well. This game is pretty trippy. I think it's a one and done type of game, which I'm okay with, which is kind of what I wanted. I wanted a game that I could just play once and then be done. And then we can get back to the series afterward. I wanted to jump into something like this instead. Yeah, the toilet game is amazing. So this is what's been going on, guys. Before I went missing, and before that stream 3 weeks ago, my mother was exhibiting some really odd behavior. And we didn't know if it was the treatment from the bone cancer or if having cancer all. Because my mother has fought and battled and came out of triumphant some breast cancer, and it was really aggressive breast cancer. It was triple negative or double negative breast cancer with zero hormone effectiveness, which means they can't use hormone treatment to get rid of the cancer, and it's a very aggressive cancer, and it grows very, very fast, and you have to kill it quick, and you have to be very aggressive with it. And she did beat it. We did beat the breast cancer. Then they found a different type of cancer, not the breast cancer, in her spine, in one of her spinal, I think it was her C4, or I don't really know, but it's in her lower back. In any case, that was being treated. She started to exhibit weird behavior where she was very forgetful. She was always like dressed in her robe, didn't get dressed a lot. She just sat outside all day. She wasn't interested in her chickens anymore, and the animals anymore, and us really. She was giving us weird answers to questions and forgetting where she was. And things just spiraled out of control from there. She started to do like weird things where she would just leave the doors just wide open. And I'm talking about outside. So like one time she left the front door just wide open. And I woke up for some reason and I found the door wide open. And every bug in the world was in my house. She left food on the stove. Like she went to cook and started the meat and then went out the front door and walked around the entire house, ended up on the back porch and sat down. And my husband got up and says, there's food on the stove. And she's like, I'll get to it in a minute. She was burning it, and it was smoking, and it was everywhere, and it was awful. And so he went in there and we finished dinner. And she never got back up to go even look at... Anyways, things progressed very quickly. So I took her to her doctor to find out what was going on. So they did some blood work and all of that. They found out her blood sugar was out of control and that she now has diabetes. And that her thyroid was all screwed up, and we put her on some other medicine to see if it would help. The weekend went on, and she started to not being able to use the right side of her body. Her right arm wouldn't move, her right leg wouldn't move. It got really weird. I had to take her to the bathroom. I had to she was behaving like a 90-year-old woman with Alzheimer's, and she's not 90, she's in her 60s. So I hope you guys are okay with me storytelling real quick. Thank you, Kakara, Kristen. Sounds kind of like dementia, but forget. Yes, that's where we were at, Matt. We thought she had dementia, Alzheimer's. We're not really sure. My cousin has stage 4 brain cancer. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, cancer sucks, guys. Gonna catch up with coffee. Okay, that's fine, Keith. I'm just telling the story of my mom real quick, and then we're gonna play this game. So anyways, I call her PCP on Monday because she declined extremely over the weekend. From the time I saw her that Thursday to Monday, she no longer can walk to the bathroom on her own. She can no longer be alone at any point. Someone had to be watching my mother 24/7. She could not be left alone for a second, not even a second. I would find her on the floor, unable to get up. It was awful. And so she's like, take her to the hospital. This might be a very, very serious case of urinary tract infection, or she could have had a stroke. Let's go take her to the hospital. So I took her to the hospital, off we go. So they do a CT scan, and that's when they find the brain tumor. And the brain tumor, I am not kidding, was as big as a softball. The thing was huge. It was bigger than my fist, and it was on the right side of her body, pushing her brain to the left. Now that is why her personality changed. When you get the frontal lobe brain tumor, your personality is just different. You're not the same person that you were. It literally eliminates it. She was doing one-word answers. And you would have to ask her questions 3 or 4 times for her to even realize you were asking her a question. And then she would answer you, but it would be a one-word answer, and it wouldn't even fulfill the question. So we rushed her to the next hospital. We left that hospital. We went to a better hospital that could deal with the tumor. And that's where we're at now. So the tumor's been removed. My mother now has to walk around with a walker. But she is improving. She has to be, someone has to be around her for 24/7. She's not allowed to be left alone yet because of complications of blood clots, brain seizures, or aneurysms. Any of those things can happen after brain surgery, and so we have to keep an eye on her, her dexterity, her movement. She's still not 100%. She's still confused sometimes, and she still has a little bit of mobility problems, but nothing like before. I do not have to watch her 24/7. In fact, my husband's watching her now. Yeah, no brain annies. March I love Amelia. Gotta go to work. Okay, sweetheart. Drive safe, buddy. Drive safe. No, what Tato went through, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was really rough. So now our new focus is on her treatment. So next week, we see her neurologist to figure out how the brain is healing. And then Tuesday, we start her on radiation on her entire cranium. Now, we first thought they were just going to pinpoint, because she still has a tumor in the back of her brain here, which deals with her motor skills. The small brain deals with your motor skills. So we're still dealing with that. But because the tumor came from the breast cancer, the cancer cells moved to the brain. It was the breast cancer that caused the tumor. It's that same aggressive tumor, the double negative, can't deal with hormone kind of cancer. They have to radiate her entire head. The entire brain now has to have radiation because they have to kill any residual cells that may have been left behind after removing that tumor and the tumor that's back behind her head. Now what that means is some of those symptoms that I described may return due to the radiation. So she still has a really long road ahead of her. She probably won't be able to be left by herself without anyone around her for at least another 6 weeks. Oh my God, your jaw just popped. I can just say, chat, wow, this is the best community ever to exist. I do have a great community, and I do love you all. Thank you so much for all of your support, and thank you for coming here today. I know all of you have been very, very curious on what happened. I literally just dropped everything and have just spent time taking care of family. Last weekend, we spent the entire weekend getting the house back into order because everything just went to pot. The yard, nothing was being taken care of except for the essentials. The animals were being fed, they were being cleaned, we were being cleaned, we were being fed, and that was it. Nothing else was, and things build up. So we have another weekend of having to get a lot of chores done because when I say things backed up, things really backed up. And we'll get all of that squared away. But today, I really, really, really needed this. I needed something. On my favorite band Blink-182 songs, Bassett Mark, Hubis had cancer once. Oh, yes, family first, always and forever. But yes, I did cut my hair, and I'll tell you why. Do you ever feel like the world has taken all of your options away and that you have no power over anything? Do you ever get that idea in your head? Because I was mentally there, where I felt like I was just going zombie through the motions, and I felt like the only thing I had control over is I could cut my hair. So I went in my bathroom and literally just chopped my hair off. So this is what I did. I literally just chopped my hair off because I needed to have control over something. And so that's why I cut my hair. You did an amazing job. Oh, thank you. Yeah, family comes first. Yes, family does come first. I never had to deal with any severe health issues. I hope you never do, Matt. This was my first. My mother is the first person. My mother-in-law, kinda. She had diverticulitis and stuff, but nothing like this. Oh, thanks, sweetheart. I've never had to deal with. Oh yeah, I've already read that. I'm sorry. So yes, those are the things that have been going on. So I still am not going to be around as much. I'm not quite back full time yet. I'm going to do the best that I can, but still got to take care of mom. Still got to take care of the house, and I still have to work full time. I am taking care of the chickens now. And that's my mom's babies. That used to be her thing. She loves her chickens, but I've taken over the chickens. I cannot wait for you guys to meet one of the chickens, by the way. I want you guys to look up a chicken for me, and you'll know what it is. I want you to look up a black rooster bantam conchin frizzle chicken. I don't know, it's big. You need a black rooster conchin bantam frizzle chicken. Because we got some of those chickens just before my mom got real sick. One of them ended up being a boy. We've named him Mario. He is the cutest little guy because when he hears my voice, because I've been taking care of them since they've been itty bitty, he runs to the gate to me, and I love it. I'm going to take a video of it when I can get the bigger girls out of the way so all you see is him coming. His name is Mario. And he's got a little red, he's got red comb and red wattles, and he crows in the cutest little way. He stretches his tiny little neck, and it's just this tiny little crow. I'm in love with this little rooster. So we have a white one who looks just like the black one, and her name is Sunshine. Then we have Peach, Daisy, and then we have the two guineas, Lucy and Myrtle. Chickens are so cute. All right. With that said, let's start the game. I think I've spoken enough about what's been going on in my life that I think we can go ahead and...
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so I guess this is when we start. Okay, so Patty, the cats are great. Biscuit's been extremely lovey-dovey lately. He's been around me a lot, and I think it's because he's trying to make me feel better. Like, he is up my butt. He's the cutest. I have a video I'll send you of how cute my little Bicket is. Remote work, he's been laid off. Gosh, everyone's, he's the only one there. Hey Benny, welcome in. It was nice seeing you. I had to leave. I got a phone call at work, and by the time I got done with my phone call, you had ended your stream. I was at work when I stopped by to say hi. Did you name Biscuit after Ben's cat? No. My cat Biscuit is actually named Biscuit. Ben's cat's name is not Biscuit. It's something else. He just names him that. I think Patty nicknamed him Biscuit because they call cat treats Biscuit. I call Biscuit, I named him that when he was at the, when we were at the shelter to get him. It's because he does this with his paws a lot, which we call, as Americans, making biscuits. And he's always doing little feet things. He's a very foot-happy little guy. So ever since he was itty-bitty, before I even knew who Ben was and before I even thought about streaming, Biscuit was Biscuit. That's not his nickname. That is the name on the adoption form. His name is Biscuit. So it's not a nickname. His name is actually Biscuit. Good question. Thank you for the gifted sub. Yes, you got lots of gifted subs. You can thank Prime. I think Prime is our guy today. Aw, thank you. I'll look at it just a minute. Okay, so we need to figure out where we're going. Oh. Okay. So this is us. We are 427. Biscuit's government, right? Hello? 429? Where are you? Where does 429 go? Can I go into 429? Excuse me. If I bump into this enough, will it go? Can I ask Biscuit for a pack of biscuits? Sure.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I can't get in my office. I'm locked out. Excuse me.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times? Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That was 20 times. Where are you at, Mr. Sassy Pants? You think I can't touch something 20 times? SMR door, that's right. I hope you guys have been enjoying the Stardew Valley stuff. That was recorded and edited well before any of this happened. I was actually catching up and was about to be able to get like videos to you guys on the regular. That all went to, well, you guys know. Let me in! The narrator's left me too. I think I made the narrator wrong on that already. This is a horrible place to work. Look at this place. Can I get in there? What is it? File folders. Alright, let's go this way. Oh. I can touch everything if I want to. Where is the meeting room, by the way? I don't actually work here. Is that the expensive one? He doesn't even... He's got his hands full with me. Be my Valentine. That's your coffee cup? That's a... Is there any coffee in there? You don't have meningitis, do you? I know. Mine's coming. Do you think her series will return at any time? The file cabinets are smiling at you. Do you think that we were here series? Yes, that will return. I've talked to my brother about it. He was waiting for his wife to be deployed because he wanted to get all the time with her that he could. So any free time he had, he was hanging out with her because she's deployed for 6 months. And then my mom got sick. So we have talked about it. We do want to continue it. So yes, the We Were Here series will be returning. They canceled the people that were not... I hate Mondays. Can I have this? Excuse me. Why won't it let me pick anything up? Someone spilled coffee. That's coffee abuse. There's nobody here. Hiya! Oh, look, they escaped through the ceiling. I want to go through the ceiling. Look, this is where they went. Do you guys see? They escaped. Gimme! What is that on there? Huh? Sales for this quarter. You guys have been sucking. Look at that. No wonder everyone left. No one told me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
They won't let me in anywhere. Oh my. Someone kidnapped this dude. Or, well, woman. It could have been a girl. Look at all these boxes. Sales for the quarter. 25 cents, right? They weren't making very much money. Look at this place. This carpet is disgusting. I will say this. Offices do have disgusting carpet. Let me in. Hey, sup, peeps? They won't let me in. No one's letting me in. Although, that seems to be a way out. I mean, I have legs. Why can't I hi-ya kick this open? Hi-ya! Yeah, it looks like the back rooms, doesn't it? Hi-ya kick. One of these doors is going to open. I just know it. There's a door. Hey.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Hey.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Can I have a soda? Excuse me. I'm extremely thirsty after touching every single door.
Yes, really, really worth it being
These
here
are
in
fake
the room.
blinds.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
I'm not looking
Really
at them.
worth it.
I'm trying to get a Coke. Do you not see me? Hey, look, am I jumping?
At this point,
Narrator,
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered
I
on
have
creepy
$1.25?
and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
I apparently
It's
don't have
possible
$1.25.
that this is why everyone left.
I'm not old enough for a soda. Not old enough for a soda. Look.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Well, I really am just thirsty. And you did not give me $1.25. Alright, fine. No sodas for us. He does hate me.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his
I went to
left
go look for
to get back to
quarters.
business.
The narrator is against us. He's the enemy of the... Oh, that is the dirtiest copier I've ever seen. If your copier looks like this, do not touch it. Something is wrong. Like, no one ever cleans the... You're not getting clean copies out of that thing, I'm sorry. Where'd all the windows go? Oh, the guineas are in the chicken run. Hey, there's a door! Oh, I'm gonna go through it. What's this way? Every time I go through a door, he shuts the door on me. I don't trust the narrator. I feel like it's that game all over again as Slay the Princess, where I just did not trust the narrator. Hello? Hello? Alright guys, which door? Should we go through this one? Okay, do we go through, we'll call this, we'll call this storage, and we'll call this architecture, because there's a blueprints. Blueprints? Or architecture. Obey, disobey. First door, forward. Architect. I got 2 architect rooms. I got 2 architect rooms. Or storage. Right, we'll go in here. Don't shut the door on me! Hiya! Jump! I can't, like, interact.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie if you are lying right now. Stop! Quote of the day. He shut the door on me again. Kate, can I have this hose? Or this bucket? Can I have something? A4? This chair. I could use it as a wheelchair, right? I have no idea where we're going now. Big open space. Did you shut another door on me? Are you serious? Who's shutting these doors? Hiya! It won't let me on the box. The narrator has abandoned us. Alright, here we go. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. You can jump from the cargo lift when it's not in motion. That's what that sign means. Penalty for misuse of the cargo lift is $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift is $5,000, except for when it's not in movement. And when you do it right, you get a free Coke.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Do you
I'm
have
not
feet?
your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult,
Sunflower?
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Is it your feet?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her? You're definitely not a girl. Can I jump? Hiya!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh, thank you, Sunflower. I'm glad you're watching it. I yelled right off the platform.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Neither did jumping off the forklift. My bad. I hope you're doing all right, Sunflower.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, God, every time you tell me to do that, I don't wanna. All right, guys. Do I do the left door? Because I really don't want to. Only because he wants me to. Obey, disobey. It's funny. Hiya. This would give us a new perspective. Let's try this out and see. My bedroom nearly done with paint. I didn't know you were painting your bedroom. What colors? Yeah, well, that's what your enemy would say, wouldn't it? Is it blue? I know that's your favorite color. This gives us a new perspective. Hello? Tips for not getting fired. You guys want to know how not to get
Yet there was
fired?
not a single person here either.
Meeting
Feeling a
room.
wave of disbelief, Stanley
400.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Rip Franz. Who's Franz? Hey, is that a girl's name? Meet mergers. IT department. All right. What we got going over here? Targets. Push for funding. Hire someone to synergize paperwork. What? Who moved the desk? It's called this Stanley Parable. It's a goofy game where you have a narrator that's trying to tell you what to do, but since I reject everything, I might not do anything he says. Please, no more charts. Please, I beg you. Appreciation. What? Oh, God, you really got close to that. The stock market, we crashed. We haven't made any money solving interpersonal conflicts. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another... excuse me! Ugh. Yes, I think he is. Looks like the old PowerPoint. Yeah, I think it is. Although, I'm not sure where the projector... Oh, it's up there. There it is. Yeah, there. That's a little bit newer than what schools have. Ooh. Wait. I opened a door!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Why is this a thing?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom
Alright,
closet.
this is our life now.
No reason to still be here.
You guys like my new house? I have everything that I need. I have a bucket to,
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting
when
in the
things
broom
come
closet.
aroused,
He
we
wasn't
might
even
need to,
doing anything.
you know.
At least if
But
there
we
was
need
something to
paper.
interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Sure.
Why?
Well,
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
it's new, and I finally opened a door and you let me in it. So I have to find out why. Can I have this broom?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
What are you talking about? This is the best room so far.
I never would have thought to mention it.
Can I have this? I'd really like that wrench. That's a nice wrench.
Maybe
that's
to
an expensive
you this is
wrench.
somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite."
Well, I want the broom.
I hope your friends find this concerning.
My friends are here with me, and you have duct tape. Super Shafts and
Stanley
some
was
peeps
fat and
are
ugly
very
and
interested
really
in the broom
stupid.
closet
He
narrator.
probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
They won't let me have anything. All right, fine. But you finally let me in somewhere. I was excited.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But isn't the exit this way? If the exit... Yeah, there's an exit down here, right? Red means exit. Is it a train? Yes! Look! We can leave!
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that.
I can't get in
And
the
in such a
car.
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
I
And
want to
then
leave.
something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
What's
And as
up,
Stanley
Pizza?
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh,
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
that's okay.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah.
Were they simply repeating?
Yeah.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt
up the
to have
stairs.
finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How
Exit.
was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What's going
Why
on?
is there a voice in my head dictating
elevator.
everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
We're in a loop.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too,
have no
surely, surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
You talk a lot.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
He talks a lot.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Wake up, Stanley!
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
Push
it's all I want.
button.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life
Stanley
exactly
has a
the
wife?
way
That's
it's always
nice.
been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Stanley is dreaming about...
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Maybe the...
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what? Where did Stanley
Mariella
go?
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular
That's
day,
Stanley.
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
What?
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
I can't
Everyone
move.
knows what crazy people
I can't do
look
anything.
like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
Stanley's having issues.
I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Do you think that's
Then
for
she
his,
remembered the meeting she
what?
had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
Her little
She
ponytail
had
looks
no time
odd.
for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down
It
at
looks
the body,
like bird feather.
and then she turned and ran.
You didn't call someone about the body on the ground? You just turn and run away? I don't know, BB. Wait. Huh? Are we Stanley again? Or are we a girl?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ah!
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Okay.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Going to the meeting room is wrong. What have we learned, class? We've learned to
When Stanley
reject
came to a
everything
set of
the
two open
narrator
doors,
tells
this was
us
not
to
the
do.
correct way to the meeting
And do
room,
what
and
we
Stanley knew
want.
it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Well, we
first,
could have,
just to admire
if
it.
I had gone right. But I went left. Maybe next time. The Grammy Parable. Welcome in, Hellscape. Well, I gotta head... Oh, bye, Matt. Thank you so much for popping in and checking on me. You've been a real good friend, Matt. I appreciate you. All right, so now we're here.
Wow. Yes. This room.
Hey,
What a
GB.
beautiful room.
Do you have
What a
$1.25?
gorgeous,
They
gorgeous
won't let me
room.
have a soda.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
I can't even look at the blinds. And they won't give me a soda. I asked the narrator for $1.25 and he wouldn't give it to me.
Yes, really, really worth it being
Well, welcome
here
in,
the
buddy.
room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh. He wants me to go this way. Last time we went this way. All right, we went this way one time, but we did not go this way. But when we do what the narrator says, it seems to end the game and we end up back where we were. But I haven't been this way yet. I'm going.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I'd like to go down, please.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
How do you know? I'm hoping to find a new broom closet.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I can't really see very well.
See.
What's
We
this?
went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, Hellscape. You're welcome to join us anytime, but sure. I'm gonna go back into writing my accelerated search algorithm. Alrighty. Sorry you were disappointed. Oh my!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh,
What is
who
this?
am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense,
What is this?
we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
What?
Okay.
No.
From the top.
I don't want to. No, I don't. What?
All of his co-workers
Stop
were gone.
punishing me.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I'm going
Perhaps
back
he
to
had
the
simply
broom
missed a
closet,
memo.
and I'm not moving. You're mean.
When Stanley... Wait. What?
What?
No,
No.
I
This is wrong.
restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over,
Hey,
completely
Retro,
fresh.
welcome in.
Everything should be...
We're
Oh, did something change?
This is different.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I did
you
spit on
move
one.
the
Does that
story
count?
somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago.
What do you mean you wrote the
I know
story?
for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
So many doors. Hello? This one has a painting. I like this one. The door didn't shut on us. The doors aren't shutting. Wait. Can I go this way? Excuse me. Chairs? Wait a second.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No!
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
What are you talking about?
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
No!
not?
I'm speaking. I'm gonna flick the narrator in the nose.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
No,
simply
we're
missed a
not
memo.
going to the meeting room, you boob. We're going to the broom closet.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
See what
I
you
might be
did?
remembering this
This is
wrong.
all your fault.
It's possible the story is back where
You
we just
restarted
came
us.
from.
We were
Why
fine.
don't we go back
At least
the
we had
other
doors.
direction and see if we missed
Ugh.
anything?
Oh, the door didn't shut on us? How predictable. Okay. Okay. I missed you so much last week. Late at night. Aw, well, I'm here now. I'm sorry. I was having a hard time myself dealing with stuff. Maybe I need to open a door. None of the doors are clicking, though. Didn't he say go back?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
What are you
the
rambling on?
story. Here it comes.
What? I don't understand. This is a very strange building.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
That's what we were doing before, you boob. Can we go here? Is it like Blue's Clues? We could just jump into a painting? Oh my! It's like PT. Looks like something happened here. It's so dark, I can't see. It's dirty.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
I don't
Is this
either.
the story?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You wrote it,
I
you
can't
said
quite
so.
recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
This
that
is a
correct?
cabin. Can I have this bucket?
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yay!
I know you put in a lot of hard work.
We did
and
it!
it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win
thank
fair
you.
and square, and this was not
Ryan.
one of those situations.
You're too much,
Okay?
buddy.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
You warm my heart, Prime. Thank you so much. Everyone give Prime all of the love. Give him all of the love.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, I tried to go in here a bunch. Y'all saw me. I understand, Retro. I was just dealing with my own stuff. You know how he is. Prime is far better person than the narrator. That is true. That is true, Shafts. That is true. Oh my gosh. Hey, Caitlin, sweetheart. I just got us. You did. I do the same thing. I do the same thing. I call them that too. I can't figure out why my brain won't say members. I don't know. We're following the yellow brick road though. Guess what he said? I won. He said I won. I think you might be behind in the video, though, Sunflower.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
I want to know what's in here.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a
would be a
destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
He's talking too much.
That got a bit weird
Are
back
you
there.
guys following what
Well,
he's
I'd like
telling
to
us?
apologize.
This is the
Not
worst
sure where I was
copier.
going with all that.
But this has
You know
paper
what?
in it. The other
I
ones
think
didn't.
what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
beers. It got really loud. Monthly ledgers. This is so weird. They do need office plants. No, Stanley, you have to walk on the wall. I tried. It won't let me. It's getting louder. I'm so sorry.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
What?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Okay. Everybody, study the fern. The fern is important. We all must study the fern. I don't know. It's a lovely fern. Hello, fern. You know, if you say the word fern enough, it starts to sound weird. Well, you know, two things can be the true at the same time, Retro. Everyone, describe the fern. What do we see? Are there anything in here? I mean, all right. You're just gonna take a screenshot of it? Okay, it's very green. We lost the music. We're not marching anymore. But he's still insane. We're back where we started.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
We are.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
It's not you brought us here. These are your lines. Yeah, you took me this way, you remember? See, we go this way. This is where our office is. You see? We're right back where we started. So now what, Mr. Smarty Pants? Fern. We need to go water the fern. We need to find water. That's what we need. It's all about the fern. Do you think that's the her he was talking about? The fern is a her? Is it the claw? Oh. He didn't want us to come here. Hello? Hello? Okay, we gotta find 427. Have we been...
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you...
There we are!
I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
What? No! Listen, narrator. Stop it! We don't want to keep doing this over and over again. You stop it. So rude. I know, right? He won't let us...
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Well,
Something
that's
exciting,
what I've been trying
daring,
to do.
mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly
You
doable.
are a
Why don't we
fuddy-duddy
simply start wandering in... Well,
won't
I
let
don't
me.
know. How about this direction?
But Yeah, it really is. Okay. If you would just let me choose where I want to go, we would have so much more fun. Just saying. You're going to take his career? Okay. Go be the narrator.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
I'm waiting for the guys in the
Go
yellow
wild.
suits from
Use
the back
your
rooms to
imagination.
show up.
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Well, I'm not, because you're just a voice in my head. Ooh. Ooh. I shall be back. Okay. Yes, exciting. I'm going in circles, narrator. Okay, never mind. No, never mind. The circles have stopped. Can you give me the broom closet? I felt at peace there. Yes. And June 6th,
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Can I crawl up the wall, though? No, it won't let me still crawl. But this is so odd. You put it here. This is your fault. It's so weird. Hello? It seems to has left. I mean, I can't climb up there anyway. Okay. It wouldn't let me back into the broom closet. We were having fun in the broom closet, I think. We needed some duct tape, a bucket, a mop, and a book about birds.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which
What?
means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Can
So
you
starting
just
from
open
the
a
right,
door?
let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is
Scorpion.
clearly yes, then by all accounts,
hanging in there.
the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
You guys can thank my
Come,
husband.
Stanley,
because
our destiny awaits.
He told me to go stream. He told me to get away and go stream for a little while. I'm doing well. He is taking care of my mother so that I can have this time with you guys. I'm so glad you drew the fern. It was important to the story, Caitlin, so I'm glad that you're on top of it. The confusing ending. All right. All right, let's...
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
Aimless wandering.
And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times?
You've done that, didn't
That's
you?
really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what?
No.
Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
Oh, thank you for
Why
stopping
don't I
by,
get a say in all
Scorpion.
of
I'm so
this?
glad you were
Is it
able to
really-
stop by. Everyone
No,
has
it
remembered the
can't be.
fern.
I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
Then open a
I don't want to
door.
be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Well, if you had
How
let
would
me
we
have a
even
broom
know?
or a bucket, I could
Will
smash
someone
this.
come for us? Will something happen?
I got the no. I got
So-
achievements.
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose
were,
in
and I'm
some
sorry.
way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
The narrator kicked
I'm
us
not
out.
quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
Well,
so I hope that's where
Can
we
I
are
sit on
right
this
now.
chair and at least
We'll
like
find out,
glide
won't we?
across the room?
Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What? What? Are you kidding? All right, let's look at the time. I didn't last time. Okay. Remember the time and the fern. Wait, that's a weird time. Is that AM? I hope that's AM. Yeah, let's hope that that's AM and not PM. Two minutes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
the
room.
narrator's
Perhaps he had
fixed.
simply missed a memo.
Does he not remember? We went in here. It won't let us in here now. We went in that door, and we went this door. It still has a door open.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in
That's
the office,
not
but
the
it didn't
fern.
make a single
It is pretty,
difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Wait, there's another clock. Is that not the same time? Okay. We're still looking. They hate Mondays. Oh, we get the choices again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now, the left has the broom closet. But the right, I think, has progression. Wait, I know. We're going to go to the broom closet. Because it's a magical place to be. I don't care what anybody says, the broom closet is the best place. And don't forget the fern. Where's the broom closet? Oh, that's right, we have to go through here first. And look at the slideshow.
Yet there was not a single person
Talk
here
less,
either.
do
Feeling a
unbelievably
wave of
amazing work
disbelief,
all the
Stanley
time, every
decided
day,
to go
with no-
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find
was
an
reading
answer
that.
there.
It was trying to tell me how not to get fired. Look at our numbers, you guys. Look at how bad things have gotten. We were doing good. We were doing it. Puppy dog salary. Look, they pay dogs to be here, but their salary went way down. Like, we can't pay dogs anymore. Look at this graph. All right, we're headed. Whoa. Everyone is. Charts. All right, where's the broom closet? Broom closet! Let me in. Hi.
Oh, no. Oh, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Dude, it's like the only room you let me in. I mean, this is a magical place. There's so much things. Like, I can take this if you let me, but you won't. We can mop we can use the mop if you'd let me. There's so much duct tape. And this wrench, I know would break open a door. I don't know what's in these little buckets. I don't know what that is. It looks like wire cutters, maybe. Yes. The broom closet. The place of happiness. It won't let me have anything in here. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, but it won't let me have any of this stuff. I can't even jump. Oh! I can squat! This changes everything. Ooh. Okay. We can squat. Now we're tiny.
Coming to a staircase,
Whoop!
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can anyone do squats while going upstairs? Can anyone? Does anyone have that ability? Talk about some exercises. We're going to go to the boss's office. We didn't go there last time. Scooby! This is nice. Oh, are you going to go see Lilo and Stitch? Ooh. It's a bathroom. I need to wash my hands. We've been doing some bad stuff. It won't let me wash my hands. Can I flush? Oh, wait a second. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. I think he likes money. Got a Time magazine. We're getting nice and up and close and personal. We can't even see out the window. Hello. That is a dirty, disgusting mirror. It won't let me touch the toilet. We're in the boss's office / suite. Is that a panda bear? She's got some sweet pens. Excuse me, chair. Can I have those? You never know what it will finally let me interact with. You just never know. Hello? If I go in there, is it going to shut the door and not let me back out? Go in the backyard. I was trying to flush it.
Stepping into his manager's office,
No!
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What are you talking about? Oh. Is that it? Okay. Is that the building we're in? This one here? The big factory thing? This is a big, tall room. And I still don't have feet. No feet. This is, like, the boss has this to, like, escape or something? Is he, like, into drugs? What's happening? I can't see. Excuse me? I can't see. Alright, we'll push the button. Oh, I can see! All of a sudden I can see. Okay. Loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest,
well,
as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
And
why did he
we're
feel
in
this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Yeah, well, this seems very much like... Woo! So I I guess we can't leave. Maybe we can. I doubt it, though. I doubt it will let us.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
I'm going!
Nope, still on board with death.
You can't scare me! Hi-ya! I can even squat! Can you squat? No, you don't have feet. Neither do we. But we can still squat.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yeah, well, Stanley doesn't trust you.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Did we die? Did we die? I don't think we died.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
I don't understand.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
I'm squatted. It can't touch me.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant,
Who is that?
Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
But we're not dead. But we're not dead. Oh, I just fell. I don't know where we are. Hello? Oh. There's light. I don't know where to go. I can't see. I don't know. I'm just walking forward. No, I'm not walking at all. I don't know what to do now. Okay. I'm trying to use this ceiling light as some way of knowing where to go. Was I supposed to fall? Did I break the game?
You've got a text message. Text messages are cool. You've got a...
Now I don't know what to do. I can see stuff up there, but I don't know what we're supposed to be doing. That stops. Go this way. That stops. If you go this way. Okay, we stop. There's a door. I saw it for like a second. I think I might have. I think I might have. I think I might have actually broken Stanley Parable. I don't know if that's possible, but like nothing is happening. I thought I saw a door for a second. Like maybe there's stairs I'm supposed to see? Hold on. Field of view. I can't see. Let's see if that helped. Did that help? Well, I think I broke it. Because there's nothing down here for me to, like, walk towards. This is me looking straight ahead. But if I look up, I have something to sort of guide me. I was hoping to find some stairs. Well, that's what I'm trying to do, Sunflower. I don't know how to get up there. Like, I'm stuck way down here. I keep hitting buttons thinking that maybe I'll climb some stairs or something. It's not real darkness, though, buddy. It's just video game darkness. I think I might have broke it, though. I did see a door for like half a second, but I don't remember what angle I was looking at. It was like a white flash, and I'm like, ooh, how do I get to that? But I don't know. And I've tried to turn up the brightness, but I still can't see. I wish it would tell me something. Oh, wait. What is this in front of me? That looks like a ladder. Wait, huh? Oh, okay. Well... Aw, narrator stinks. Yeah. I really don't know what we're supposed to be doing. This doesn't seem like a ladder. How, Sunflower? How do I get up to the red? Because I don't know. I can't see a way to do so. There's this thing here, but I don't think it's letting me up it, even though we should be able to climb it. You saw it on my screen? Did you see a ladder to get up there? Because I'm looking straight up. I'm not looking... See, this is me looking straight, like this. To look at the red, I have to go and look all the way up like that. My head, the game guy is looking up like this to look at that. So I'm like way down on the ground looking straight up to see this red thing. So if I walk straight, it's not there. I broke it. I fell. I mean, we were on some sort of catwalk, and I didn't know, and we fell off of it. This is the catwalk we were on. You can see it right here. And now I don't know how to get back up there. I mean, we're really low down, so I don't know. I thought they would give me a light or something to go towards, but I honestly think... I think I'm going to have to. Start the game again. The time is the same. The time is the same.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
I wonder...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
We're going
he
this way
entered
this
the
time.
door and this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
No,
and
it's
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
Sort
it.
of.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
This time I
I'm not
jumped
your
off.
enemy,
This
really,
time
I'm
we're
not.
gonna not
I
jump.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
I wonder if I could have got off and gone that way. That open door over there. Like, I wonder if I could have jumped off at the right time and gone that way.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who's her?
She's been waiting.
I think that is something. I do too. I know he talks a lot, doesn't he? Jump off and go through that door. I jumped off the first time and we landed on the ground and died. If I had thought about that before I got all the way across, so if we have to restart, I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to see if I can jump down onto that catwalk. Oh, it's dark again. I don't like it. Ah!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Okay.
To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
All right. How? That's bright. You?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
It's his wife.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? Who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No. That was not cool.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
This guy is so creepy. I have nowhere to go. I don't want to go in here. Oh, you're so creepy, lady. I don't want to look at her.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 2. Push up on your control. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
You're creepy.
One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Push.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown,
can't even get to the door
fantastic
anymore.
discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
You have weird
First,
feet.
he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
1 a.m. Jeez, BB, you are my vampire.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths
Narrator,
and
can I get out of this room, please?
Down
it's
one path lay an enormous round room.
Oh my
with
God,
monitors and
things
mind
have changed.
controls.
Where'd
And
the
down another was a
refrigerator
yellow
go?
line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Can I get rid of this thing?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
My desk!
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I stopped. If I don't push the button, that means I can't move forward, right?
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Let me out of this room.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply
By
play
the way,
to my
guys, these are
intended
fireproof
purpose, the same as Stanley.
filing cabinets.
We're not so different, I suppose. I'll
They're
try
not the
once
same as
more
the
to
other kind of
convey all
filing
this
cabinets.
to him.
I only know
compelled to.
because we have them
I
in my
must.
office.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Hey, Comey.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What? How you doing, Comey, sweetie? Yeah, fireproof. There are certain cabinets you can buy. They're extraordinarily expensive, but in places like where I work, where we deal with lots of legal documents and stuff, you have these big, and the only reason I know these are fireproof is because of the way they're made. These aren't your regular filing cabinets. Okay, so I guess we started over. Please die. No thanks. Right, Super Chefs? Yeah, it was weird.
How wonderful. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No.
I wish you two all the
I
best.
can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
This door doesn't have a number on it. Why can't I come in it? So far, he hasn't given me any awards for achievements on clicking on doors. Although I have clicked on many a door. All right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Which way? Oh, we want to go this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
He is a liar. He's a big fat liar. He's even worse than Slay the Princess narrator. Slay the Princess narrator was at least funny. Oh, what's that?
Standing now
What
in this
happened?
incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad
Oh,
again.
don't let him get to you.
Then he
It's
came back
part of the fun.
and lingered for a minute or two. But eager to get back to business,
I want to see if I
Stanley
can
took the
jump on
first
that,
open door on
that
his left.
catwalk. I want to see if I can jump on that
Stanley
catwalk.
was so bad at following directions,
This
it's
one
incredible
here.
he wasn't 5 years ago.
And go through that door.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on
Right.
the wrong foot here.
try.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
I can't wait to
all
see.
this time. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and
I didn't
no
mean
one
to do
gets to
that.
tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
That was a
Good
mistake.
job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oops. All right. Forward.
Just a step through
We
this
know-
door,
we-
Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need.
We
If
know
I
where
can
we're
make it
going.
through this door, I can make it through them all.
All right. We know our plan. I got too close to
When
the
Stanley
edge.
came to a set of 2 open
I
doors,
was
this
too
was
eager,
not the
Beaver.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Apparently,
well.
I didn't ride
Perhaps
with
he
the
wanted to stop
platform.
by the employee lounge first,
I stayed,
just to admire
and
it.
the platform just keeps going.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, we're gonna try to get on the catwalk, narrator. We have a mission.
Stanley was so bad at following
have somewhere to
directions, it's
go.
incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off
Bye,
on the wrong
cuz.
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
No! I almost got it!
In his eagerness to
Dang it!
prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley.
I was so
Everyone thinks you are
close.
very powerful.
My bad. I swear I'm gonna get it. Let's try. One more time. Let's try.
How wonderful.
We're gonna get that
Stanley
catwalk. I
was
wonder
alone.
if that's a thing.
Finally. This is great.
think it's gonna
he
let me
thought
just
to
fall
himself.
right through?
This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
It's
it.
okay, sweetheart.
The
I
lounge
understand.
was grand, majestic.
You're still my friend, and I
Perhaps,
still
but
care about
eager
you,
to get back to
even if
business,
you come or
Stanley
not.
took the first open door on his left.
I'm gonna try to get this catwalk, though, guys. I'm gonna try to get this catwalk. I think there's a
Stanley was so
secret
bad at following
with this
directions, it's
catwalk
incredible
and
he
that
wasn't
door.
5 years ago.
I want to go through that
Look,
door.
Stanley, I think
That door
perhaps
right
we've gotten
there.
off on the wrong foot here.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
enemy, really, I'm
So
not.
I have to be able to
I
get off
realize
this
that
platform
investing
at the
your
right
trust
time.
in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Okay.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Wait.
Someone you've forgotten about.
Ha!
Really?
I did
I was
it!
in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Ha!
I don't know how to convince
Screw you,
of
man,
this,
I
but
did
I
it!
really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I did it!
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
But why would I walk through the red door? I prefer the color blue. All right, blue or red? Red. Wait, no, hold on. Red or blue? They're on opposite sides of the door as well. Red, blue. And red means stop. Blue, blue, blue. I like blue, so we're going with blue. Pink! Shaft. All right, I got more blues than red, so we're going through blue. Blue!
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Stanley walked through the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door!
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Oh, wow.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the
Yes.
entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
You to talk less
Vehicles?
and for me to
Skill
interact
trees?
more.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
It is pretty enticing. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
They're all the same. Each one is the same. 64.128. They're all the same. I like your thing.
A one? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but
If
a
you spoke
one?
less.
That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge.
I think you might be behind
Here,
a little
based
bit.
on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, God. A whole new world. Oh. What? Who are these people? Oh, God. Did you know that 21.3% of players skipped the intro sequence? Only the worst three... I didn't... how long does it take you to get to the correct door? Complete against others and improve the Stanley Parable career. Why not ask some friends? Error friends list empty. 3% of players chose the blue door. 98.9 players are more attractive than Stanley. This is fascinating. Do we want to go back through this door? What are you playing this on? My PC. I know, you can be on live but still get behind in the stream where the video or the stream where you somehow either lagged or something. It happens to me all the time where I get behind in someone's stream and have to catch up. The only reason I say that is because your responses are well after something's already happened, which suggests that you're behind in the video.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Yes.
Again, honest answers, please.
I think it may be a 3.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
What?
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
No.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
No. I kind of want the baby to die. What is this? Is he farting? Alright, that's it for the baby.
You heartless bastard.
Yes.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
No, it's because the sound
if
was
it's the latter, well, I
horrific.
don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out.
Dude.
I'm out. I'm done.
Do you not
It's over.
understand how horrible
Thank
that
you for
was?
playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Yeah?
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see.
Who's
What
other?
do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
He calls me the mean word when he's the one that created that horrible game. Hey!
Ah,
I know this
fascinating.
game.
What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
I know
What's
this
our
game.
backstory? What is our motivation?
This
It
is
seems
that
obvious to me that
Firewatch
you are
game.
meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
Let me out!
Perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what
Yes,
else is
let
out
me out.
there.
Right, I don't even get to buy the fire game, the Firewatch game. I can just play Stanley's Parable. Here we go. Do I have like a mic or anything? No, we can only squat. There's a generator. Let's go turn the generator on. Squat.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Squat. Excuse me while I go squat behind this tree. No, there's an outhouse over here. Excuse me, I'm gonna go over here and
It
squat
is.
in here.
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What do you mean? No! I had to poop!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
Alright, we're going
Really
over here
wandered
by
off
this
into
tree.
That thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No
Everyone
path to
close your
follow. You
eyes.
can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
I'm not done
Preferably
pooping!
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
I'll just use a bit of this grass. Alright, we're good.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
I was just getting into it.
Wonderful.
Oh
See,
my
this
God,
is exactly
it's the
what I
car
had
ball.
in mind.
Rocket
Just a
League.
nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Now where's my
Stanley,
car?
if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
This is that car soccer game. You're basically a car and you're playing soccer.
Okay, so what exactly
dome.
do we do here? Let's see.
Rocket
There are
League!
lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think
You
it's
won't let me
sports
run.
ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
There's the ball. Yee! Oh, we're fast now. Hiya! Hiya! Where's the ball? Hiya! We're gonna get a gold, you guys.
Are you doing it?
I
Are
am.
you winning? Is this fun?
Yes.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Yes, it is, actually.
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
I don't care about the other ball. I
Stanley,
just want to
I'm
get
like a
this
child in a
ball into that
confectionery
bowl.
shop. I simply have to have more. I'm
Hiya!
insatiable.
I did it!
More balls!
Yes! All of the balls! I'm after this ball. This ball. We're gonna hit this ball right into the goal like... Hiya!
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a...
Oh no!
What are you doing?
I wasn't done playing with the balls. Hey, Salt. Yes, long time no see.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Huh?
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that.
It
don't
was a
you?
mistake. I didn't mean to fall. Thank you, Salt. You are amazing. I didn't mean... I wanted to play more Rocket League. Oh, crap. Now we're here. I'm telling you, going on that catwalk was the key. Filing cabinets? I can't see in there. Oh, no. I went in the wrong room. Wait. Where are we now? Oh, this place looks gross. We fell in a hole again. Okay. You can't close a door on me if the wall is removed. I want to go play more Rocket League. I can't see. Just spit quick. Yes, it is. I gave a full update at the beginning of the stream, so... But I plan on doing an update video too, if anyone missed it. I can't see a thing. Where are we going? Look, narrator got all butthurt because I fell. And I'm walking in circles. Alright, bye, Sunflower. Ooh. What is that? Can I go in there? Oh, there's a TV in here. Yes. What are we doing? What is this? This looks like editing. That's what it looks like. It looks like editing. Hi. Yeah, how is King Seamus? There's nothing else in here, that's it? I still don't know what that is. Oh!
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
Fallout?
Once this
Wednesday?
ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be
The
here
Witcher.
soon. Very soon.
I can binge
I can
watch The
wait.
Witcher. He's just fighting dragons, and that dragon, he's got a cigar sticking out of his mouth. Are we back at the beginning again? We're back at the beginning again. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
He is
decided to
mean.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, Caitlin, this is how I get rid of hiccups, and you can go ahead and try it, is you breathe in until it hurts in your chest. Like, until you can't breathe in literally anymore, and then you hold it. And you hold it for as long as you can, until you can't hold it any longer. And then you slowly, very, very slowly, let the air back out. And here's the best part. If you hiccup while you're doing any of that, you have to start over. But if you're successful, 90% of the time, my hiccups are gone. Seamus only likes his cheese melt. What? Real? What? He won't eat it solid? He wants to lick the cheese? Oh, driving him batty. This was fun. Alright, sounds good. Thank you, Cuzzy. I'm glad you had fun. I know it wasn't for everybody. Sunflower seemed to
When
hate it.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to go back to the catwalk. But we might have already played that out. What haven't we done yet? I know, we didn't,
This was not the correct way to the meeting
we
room,
didn't
and Stanley knew
finish
it
going
perfectly
that
well.
other way.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
There
just
was
to
one
admire
direction
it.
that we still haven't gone.
And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back
So
to business,
we didn't
Stanley
go
took the
through
first
this
open
door
door on
and
his
keep
left.
walking. I took
And
this
so he
elevator
detoured
instead.
through the maintenance section,
But
walked
we did
straight
not
ahead
go
to the
this
opposite
way.
door,
So
and
this
got
is
back
new.
on track.
What's over here? Don't forget the fern. Don't forget the fern. Apparently the fern's important. Wait! We're right back. Wait.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
We made it back to the
Feeling a
meeting room.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Interesting.
hoping he might find an answer there.
He cut us off from the broom closet! Look what he did! The best part of the game, and he has blocked us off. Ugh, why? It was the only room I could go into. Fine. But I'm not going.
Coming to a
There was a
staircase,
way up here we
Stanley
didn't go
walked
to.
upstairs to his
It was
boss's
our safe
office.
place. It was our place. It was the place to go. Okay, now what we didn't do is this way. We haven't gone this way yet. Oh, there's an elevator. Okay. Up or down? What do you guys think? Should we go up? Maybe the roof. Or maybe the basement. Right? I think it just takes us either to the roof or to the basement. Would be a guess. Or it will just take us wherever the heck it wants us to, which seems to be the way this game goes. And I'd like to also say that I was having fun playing Rocket Ball. Alright, down. Down. Okay, down we go. Boom, boom. elevator music. With smooth jazz. Are we stuck here forever? Extreme maps. I didn't know I had to hit the button again. Wait, what? We didn't go anywhere. Alright, we're going up. Don't forget, you're here forever. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. We didn't go anywhere. I wonder if we sit here for a while, if we'll actually make it somewhere. Do you think we're gonna make it somewhere? Did the hiccup thing help? Did you try it? It's how I get rid of hiccups. I don't know how long, if we can actually go anywhere here. How long do you think the game makes me wait before we actually get somewhere? Or before the mayor is like, why are you still in this elevator? But he seems to be enjoying the smooth jazz. It's smooth jazz. Good night, BB. Alright, I don't think we're going to get anywhere. And we're still just stuck in here. Well, that was a waste. Alright, in we go.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings.
Not till the 6th.
Desperate for clues to his situation.
It shows up June
But his
6th.
attention was caught by a keypad
Ooh,
behind the
mine.
boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing! He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I did purchase one salt, and it should be delivered on the 6th. We can't go up. We can only go down. Going down? I wonder if we can go back up. Last time we just got off and just kept walking.
Whoops.
You think it changes?
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
It's because I thought maybe there'll be something different up here. You don't know. Anything new?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I'm checking to see if there's anything else we can do in here. I thought maybe it would give me some new stuff. I'm having a hard time figuring out what's new.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Well, you won't give me any other options, so I've got to make up options for myself. Remember, we've already established that your game is level 1.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
We didn't go
that
through the
read
mind control facility. We went to
facility.
this place, and that was bad. I broke the game.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
We already know
Did he
this
have
place.
the strength to find out?
We already been here. Haven't we already been here? There's nothing else to interact with. Oh, here we go.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Here we go.
Their true nature revealed.
427.
Each bore the number
Here we
of
are.
an employee in the building. Stanley's
There's our
co-workers.
office right there.
The
in the middle
lives
the
of
screen.
so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where
Hey, there we are.
freedom meant
427.
nothing.
427. That's us. That's us right there. So what does this mean? What do we do now? Is there anything else to push? Push the button. Wait. Oh, there's more to do over here. 427. I'm keeping an eye on 427. Yep, there's our empty office. There's our empty office.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
427. Okay.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
You
it. His
raised
own
me
life in someone else's
up,
control.
sweeping it to the
Never.
end of the
It was
game.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I don't know.
But
Have
here
we?
was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or
Yeah.
content. Walking, eating, working.
Look,
all of it monitored and
it's red and
commanded
blue
from
again.
this very
Look at the red
place.
and the blue.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How are we going to do that? Do we have a bomb? Are we a bomb? Fire! Where's the fire? I can't see! Fire. Hey, there's a bug button. Can I push it? It's put all kinds of buttons in front of me. Won't let me push a single one. You're cruel. I'm gonna push the button. Where's the explosion button? There's a button. It says 5. It won't let me do anything. Did I come from up there? Did we come from up there? 4? Okay, we gotta find... There's 1. I saw 2 over here. Where's number 3? Where's number 3? There's 1. I think 4 is up here. If I can figure out how to get up here. I honestly can't see. I can see stairs. Didn't I turn it up? I can't see. Because that's 4 up there. Let's find 3. I found 5. Where's 3 at? Pushed 1. I've pushed 2. Where's 3? 4 is up there. I can see that it's 4. Where is number 3? Is there a number 3? Ah, number 3. Okay, number 3. And then, how do I get up to 4? Here's the stairs. How do I get up the stairs? Oh, are they blocked off? They might be blocked. I might not be able to get up there. That might not be a thing for me to hit the 4. I don't know how else to get up there. It's so hard to see. I am sorry giving Willow some love and made Gypsy jealous enough to pounce on my back, so I spent nearly 5 minutes laughing, and that's fine. Laugh it up, honey. As long as you're having fun. I can't figure out how to get up these stairs to hit this button. I've hit 1, 2, 3, and now I need to hit 4, but I don't know how to get up there. I can't tell. And it's so dark. Ugh, for heaven's sakes. Oh, for Pete's sakes. I'm trying to see if I can get a better angle to see. That was the wrong direction to go. Yeah, I don't think I can get up there. Here's the stairs here, but I think it's blocked off. Yeah, I don't think I can get up there. I've tried everything. I think this is just under the stairs. Alright, let's go. I don't know what else we're supposed to do in here. I thought I was supposed to hit all those buttons, but I can't get to number 4. I wonder if there's an achievement if you can figure it out. I don't know what the answer is. Hide. Mind control, idle, wait input. Can you adjust? I did. I tried. It wouldn't let me. I went into here and tried to adjust it in this here with my field of view, but it didn't help. Yeah, it didn't help. I don't know what else to do.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Yeah, it is annoying. I wonder if there's an achievement. I hit the off button. It scared me a little bit.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yeah. What
Was
happened?
it over?
I don't know. Is it?
Yes. He had won.
We had won!
He had defeated the machine.
We did it!
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yeah, like...
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
What I'd like to know is
but
why is this
happiness.
room not brightening
Perhaps
up with
his
the window
goal had
opening?
not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
But this room isn't
Whatever
even
life
brightening.
he lives, it will be his.
This is fake.
And that was all he needed to know.
It's fake.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
But why isn't this room lightening up? Why isn't this making this room so much brighter? I don't understand. And they were some slow doors. This is pretty though. It looks like the Firewatch game thing.
Stanley felt the cool
I
breeze
wonder if it's the
upon
same
his skin.
makers that made
The
this
feeling
game,
of
that made that game.
liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Did we get the good ending? Are there more than one ending? The best game! Oh, we beat the game. Not best game. Complete the Stanley. We beat it. Did we get a good ending? What? What? Is there more to do? Surely no. Was that it? Okay.
Someone was following Stanley.
What?
He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
No one's following me. Because I'm what? New content? What?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new
I
content?
don't know. Yeah. Ooh. Who was following us? Thank you, Prime. We're on a roller coaster.
Hello,
Ah!
and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Yeah.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing
Well, you should
adventure.
know this is your game, buddy. There's no buttons to push. Why is the elevator not moving?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Is there a better broom closet? Is there, there a better broom closet?
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Broom closet! Oh. The jump circle? I can't jump. I can squat.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
This must be riveting. You guys liking it? The jump circle? This is new content. I'm not allowed to jump anymore. No more jumping.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
There's nothing back here. How did that thing count? Like, there's no power. Where's the power coming from? Just give me a broom closet. Well, okay, another elevator. Jump around. Jump around.
Another elevator.
Jump up, jump
Stanley,
up and get
I
down.
have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Yeah.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yeah.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell,
read you
I
a
could
joke
count
book.
to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over
Knock, knock.
1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Oh, there's an opening here. What happened with the fern? I have Caitlin, she's drawing a beautiful fern, and you never brought it back up. Thank you for enjoying the new content. What? Where's the fern? Can we jump down there? No, there's no jumping. Fine.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar.
We're
And
looking
don't
at
get
you,
me
Naughty
started on the
Dog.
level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
It's not called Twitter anymore.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
You're
It could
talking a
never
lot.
have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Give me broom closet. Oh. Where's my broom closet? Okay. Hey, that's our office. Okay.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here!
You got it,
In
buddy.
the
I get to
vent.
squat.
I want to show you something.
I'm on my way! Hey. What? Is there something you'd like to tell me about the coffee and the screwdriver? Hello? I'm not holding the squat button anymore.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Ooh. I see you have the copier still. Hey, why?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
This is nice. This kind of
You
cool.
see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful
God, you
Stanley
guys remember
Parable
these
was
boxes?
before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013,
You used to have to buy
when
the
the game
computer
originally launched?
games in these big
Back then,
boxes.
video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
Independent Game
Oh,
Festival
the
Audience
waste.
Award, really? Hello? So. Oh, that's a Steam page. Interesting. When the Stanley Parable was released in 2013. Don't forget the Stanley Parable. National Cargo. Cargo. You get it? Cargo. Cargo. Sorry. That's not what time it is. Yeah, right? I remember my dad bringing home computer games and they being in these big boxes like this. I remember just like looking at the box like it was a cereal box for hours when he would play those games. Smile because it happened. The Stanley Parable alpha test. This is kind of cool. I like that they kind of did this. A trip down memory lane. Every business needs to save their first dollar they make. It's a tradition. This must be how it started out. I never played the first Stanley Parable. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Interesting. This is a cute room. Nominee. Video game released today. Yeah, there he is. Stanley Parable. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Goes to scandal. College show uneven effort to enroll poor. What? Business leaders pushing election of council allies. A new hat design. New York Times. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Does it? I didn't see any tough choices. Right? I want some designer hats. Yeah, we had that. We got that. The lady finding Stanley dead on the ground. Is that one of the endings? I swear this is that Firewatch game. I don't know the real name of that game. I think it's like Overwatch or Firewatch. He's in a fire tower. This got to be the same makers of that game. These are really pretty. Look how pretty these are.
Je suis dans la mémorisation, c'est sur la pluie de l'eau, et je n'attends plus que toi, mon amour.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
I always say that.
"Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Wait, is this new? Let's begin again. Hey, that's Minecraft! That's the dirt house everybody builds when they first get on Minecraft. Everyone has a dirt house. Left or right? Top 10 memories. I remember. Person of the year. That must be us! Oh my, look! That must be our wife. It has to be, right? We keep seeing her. You still don't like his voice. All right, before we go in there, I want to see what's down here. Like, why put this down here if I can't do anything? I think it's funny they put a Minecraft picture here. I haven't played Minecraft in years. Whoa, what is this? Is this, this is an editing program. Like, I can't remember the name of it, though. This is really pretty, though. This, for Scott K. It's a pretty car. I like that car. Alfred Hitchcock? You know, he kind of does literally anything. People play games because of what they can do inside them. And your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. All right.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I can't go that way. It won't let me. And there's no jumping. Your number is 29. All right, let's go this way, I suppose. The greatest wealth is memory. That's a fascinating thing.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
I still can't get a soda. Oh.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Not recommended. Honestly, I could not be bothered.
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion.
It's
The
obnoxious
narrator
and
is
unfunny.
obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is
You
already
won't
such
wanna
a
hear
densely
Kristen's
layered
review,
web
buddy.
of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Look, if you can't handle the truth, you know, you probably shouldn't make games that have reviews. You gotta take the good with the bad and the ugly with the good. These Steam crates is hilarious. Hey. Here's a good one, but you can't read it. Here's another bad one.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who
because
prefers
it's very
non-linear
repetitive
games, this
and
preachiness
boring
gets
fast
annoying
despite
fast.
all of the
Preachy?
alternate endings
Stanley,
and being
I'm not
cameo
preachy,
appearances.
am
This
I?
game's
You can tell me if I'm
both
preachy.
games
Honestly,
that
you
they will-
can. Oh,
they will
goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear.
Hey,
what an
X,
awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always
just
remembered.
Because it's just a game that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Hey, X. Do you guys know that song?
What's this one got to say?
I get
You
that it's
constantly have to
supposed to
stop
be a
doing
parable
anything
of
so the
something.
narrator can
Listen.
catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
You talk a lot.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button
Thanks,
we
X.
shall have.
I love lamb chop. Yeah. What?
And here it is. Go ahead and... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right?
I can't see.
Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley.
It is.
It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
No.
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley.
Yeah.
I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my...
He talks a lot.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe
Apparently
it
I
for
did.
you.
This guy is
To
dead.
begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Day.
Did I kill him? Is he dead? Oh, wow. What's making that horrible sound? Oh, it's that thing. Alright, no.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth.
What? Where are we now?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
He's never gonna say anything else. I don't get it. What am I supposed to do? I just hit this button over and over again? The clock's already fell down. I don't know if the clock works anymore. Eventually this is gonna do something, right? Oh. Okay. Yeah, the clock's broken. Now what? Sunshine! If I keep hitting a button, will we finally get, like, the door? Will, like, the wall deteriorate enough? I'm stuck. Alright. I think we just wait for everything to go away besides us. Yeah! Now we got greenery in here. Now it's like The Last of Us. Maybe we can crawl out of here one day. Well, I could if it would let me jump. Because we have a ladder over here. See, if we were actually, we would pick this up and put it, excuse me. Well, anyways, we would pick that up and put it over there. It won't let me go back over there now. You think the narrator's dead? Can we eat these berries? Alright, let's hit the button again. Hit the button. Uh-oh. It's dark outside. Where'd all the plants go? They didn't die, did they? Oh, that's scary. It's dark. Where did... I don't... Okay, this is not a fun place. This is even worse. Everything is gone. Is the clock gone? The clock seems to be gone. The button's fallen. Let me on top? Come on. Let me on top! Like, what happened to everything? There were trees and stuff. Can I hit the button again? Do you think I can hit the button again? I know it fell over. What happens if I hit it just... Hey, I wanted to hit the button one more time. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and end it here. We did beat it. We went through a lot, but I think it's time. That was fun and weird and fun. What did you guys think about the Stanley Parable? I've never played this game. I only saw a little bit played once before, and that was it. I had a lot of fun. It was really quirky and different, and I like arguing with the narrator, to be fair. And all the little doors and the broom closet. Okay, the broom closet made the game everything. The broom closet was the best. Now play the Black Rooms. I would probably play that with some friends. I have a group that I watch. They're very big channels. Like, they're the kind of channels that they actually do that for a living. They don't have a job. YouTube is their job. I love these idiots. It's four guys, and they're hilarious. And I've watched them play the Back Rooms, and I couldn't stop laughing. There is definitely more to check out, but that would take probably several months to explore everything. Yeah, I agree. There's definitely more to seek out in this game. It was a strange one, yes. But I did have fun. It was an interesting one, and I feel like it was a good game to come back to. I was able to talk to you guys. I was able to have fun with the game. And so now that I've gotten refamiliarized, because I got to tell you, getting back to streaming, I was super nervous. Like, coming into here and hitting the like button, I don't know why. I was super scared. My nerves were all over the place. But it went well. I really liked it. Right? It's like we're inside. It's like we're inside. But see, you can hear coworkers of Stanley in your ear right now. I've missed you guys too. I really did. Which also has a monitor. It's the never ending. It's the game that never ends. Just like the narrator said. We didn't even get to say goodbye to the narrator. It's an interesting game, yes. I agree, Caitlin. I agree. You should give it a try. This should be something that you give a try. You can check every single door, every single possibility. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to remember every aspect that I didn't go down the first time, or choice I didn't make. I know there's more choices I could take, but I don't know if we got a good ending, a bad ending. You know what I could do is close this window down real quick. These are the achievements we got. We got beat the game, complete the Stanley Parable. 74.2% of players have this achievement. No, seriously. We disabled it. You can't jump. 84.9% of players have this achievement. And what's this one? Get your first achievement. So those are the only achievements. We didn't get a lot of achievements. There's welcome back. Click on door 430 5 times. I thought we did that. Super go outside. We got most of the good achievements. We didn't do the welcome back or click the door. Yeah, well, I did click the door. I clicked every door a bazillion times. I should have got that achievement. And I've got chat to confirm. I clicked all the doors. Like, I think in that first room, I clicked every door like 10 times. Don't touch the button. It's like Stanley Parable, the narrator, is trying to get rid of you. Very true, very true. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. I'm going to go hang out with my family. I got to go take care of the chickens and eat some dinner and go and enjoy the rest of my Friday. But thank you. I mean, I cannot tell you guys how much this made me feel better. There's just something about having this moment where you can just get away from everything and just do something for yourself. And I really needed it. Oh my gosh, I needed it. Although last Sunday, my husband sent me out here to go play games, and all I did was record an episode of Stardew Valley, which I need to go and edit a bunch of those, which I'll probably do that either Sunday or Monday. We'll see. I know you guys didn't get anything for my members this week. I'm sorry. But I'm going to do my best to get you guys something out for next week. Yes. Alrighty then. You have a great day, Amelia. Hope things get better for you soon. Thank you, Caitlin. And I hope that we are on the way to the light at the end of the tunnel of all of this. After we get through the radiation, we'll be on a downhill. She just has to get through the 3 weeks of radiation and get her brain back to some normalcy where she can function like a normal human again. And that will be the downhill for us. But again, thank you guys all so much for being here tonight. I've really enjoyed our time together. I enjoyed the game that we played, and thank you for listening to me and being there for me. You guys are the best community ever, and I hope to see you all so very soon. Mwah. Thank you guys, and good night. I do love you. Yes, I do.